Hello and welcome to another Crochet with Cris tutorial. I'm your host Cris, and today we're going to be making these wonderful little corkscrews. The corkscrew can make for great fringe additions to children's toys or even cat toys. They're very easy to make, so let's go ahead and get started. For today's tutorial, I'm using I Love This Yarn brand yarn in a tweed and a size I crochet hook. Of course, whatever pattern you're using is going to tell you what kind of yarn you should be using or the hook. This is just for the tutorial, so no big deal. In order to do this, it is assumed that you know how to crochet, so what I've done is I've crocheted 20 chain stitches. Your corkscrew is going to be approximately half the length of whatever your chain is, but again, whatever your pattern says is what you should be doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a slip stitch into the second chain from the hook. So I'm going to put through, yarn over, draw through both loops. And now what I'm going to do, in every stitch from over by the hook down to the end, I'm going to put in 4 single crochets. So I'm going to put my hook in, yarn over, draw through, yarn over, draw through both loops. I'm going to do that 3 more times in the same stitch. So here is my second single crochet. I'm going to do it again for my third single crochet, and I'm going to put in my 4th single crochet. So put my hook in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. You can see it's actually starting to curl. So in the next stitch I am going to put 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You definitely see now we're starting to get a nice little curl here. Now some patterns will just say to do 3 single crochets or whatever the stitch is. I'm repeating it again with the 4 in the next stitch. And really you should listen to the pattern. When just making a corkscrew, prefer just to do the 4 in a stitch because it gives a nice tight corkscrew. And I don't know, it just seems like it looks better, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I did this one, I believe, with just 3 stitches per, and the red one is 4, and you can see the difference in the shape here. This is much more straight. Let me put this down. It's kind of harder to pull it apart, whereas the orange one pulls apart a little easier. So really it depends, I guess, on what you're making. So I'm continuing here. I'm going to do 4 more single crochets in the next stitch, just to go over. I know this is kind of intent with the assumption you know how to crochet. If you don't know how to do a single crochet, I do have videos available on my YouTube channel or in my blog, depending on where you're watching from. Alright, we're seeing that corkscrew is starting to be created. Now as I go around, it'll become more and more defined. But by pushing 4 stitches into just one, you're really forcing the yarn to turn. And it's about 2 stitches to go into a full circle. See, here's the 4 stitches that I just put into this stitch. It is pretty much a half circle. So when I do the next stitch, that completes the circle, and it's forcing that yarn to wind around on itself. So really, you're just forcing it to bend, because so many stitches in one just pushes it into a circular shape. As you can see, I've gone up, I've gotten 2 definite curls into my corkscrew. So I'm going to continue putting 4 single crochets into every stitch around on this chain until I get to the end. Now, as you can see, I've completed my corkscrew, and it is ready to be applied on whatever item I have waiting for it. I think I'm going to go ahead and take and drop these 4 into my catnip bag and let my cats have some fun once it soaks up the odor. So this has been another Crochet with Cris. Thank you for joining me and learning how to do the corkscrew. Have a great night, everybody.